Hey everyone, it's Miss Pierce. So today we are going to be doing day 11, reading. And I'm going to be going over it with you. Today is Monday, April 6, 2020. Let's get started, okay? Okay, so for day 11, during this time we're going to do the reading. After it, you will complete the word work. So for reading, you may watch this video if you click this link right here. You can pause this video, go to another tab, type this in, and watch the video. Let's continue on with this activity though. Right now we are going to read the ornithologist letter and look at the images on page 12. We're going to talk about the vocabulary and what you notice and wonder from the images. Then we're going to write about what you notice and wonder from the images and about helping birds. This is all on page 12. So take a minute, go through your packet and find page 12. It looks like this. And it says day 11 at the top. If you need to, pause the video. Okay, let's get started reading our ornithologist letter. Ornithologist letter. Dear students, I heard about your great work learning about birds. You have learned a lot about birds so far. I also like to learn about birds. That is why I became an ornithologist. In my work, we study how birds look, what they eat, and even how they act. Sometimes people ask me, why should we care about birds? I tell them there are many reasons to care about birds. One reason to care about birds is because sometimes birds get into trouble, just like us. They need help. I challenge you to read some books and ask yourself, how do characters in stories help care for birds? Birds are so interesting. I often reread stories to make sure I learned everything. Please join me in sticking up for birds and becoming a bird advocate. Your friend, the ornithologist. And I just realized I made a mistake, so I'm going to go back. Please join me in sticking up for birds and becoming a bird eye advocate. Your friend, the ornithologist. Okay, so the first thing the assignment asked us to do, it said read the ornithologist letter and look at the images on page 12. So let's slide over and look at these images. This is page 12. We read the letter. Now let's look at these images. This image, many birds build nests so they have a safe place to sleep. Wow. Let's look at this one. Many birds build nests to keep their eggs safe. Let's see what we're supposed to do next. So we read the ornithologist letter and we looked at the images. Now let's talk about the vocabulary. Did you guys notice any difficult words in this letter? I'm going to give you a minute to look and think. I thought the word ornithologist was a difficult word, but this letter taught me that an ornithologist, they like to learn about birds. In their work of being an ornithologist, they study how birds look, what they eat, and even how they act. So, I think an ornithologist is someone who studies birds. What do you think? Awesome job. Thanks, guys, for following along. Let's see what we're going to do next. So, we talked about the vocabulary. What do you notice and wonder from the images? Let's look back at the images. Right now, I want you to say one thing that you notice about these images. You can whisper it into your hand or tell someone who is working with you. Miss Pierce notices that there are 4 blue eggs in the nest. What is something that you wonder about the images? You can either whisper this into your hand or tell someone next to you if you have not. I wonder how old these birds are. Make sure your notice and your wonder is different than mine. Now, this is what you are going to do. You have your stems here. Something I notice, something I wonder. So you do not need to rewrite these stems. You are going to write one thing that you notice about these images. After that, you're going to write one thing that you wonder about these images. Then, take a picture of this and post it on your Class Dojo assignment. Contact your teacher if you need any help or have any questions. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.